It is a guideline that designed to help the professionals conduct their services honestly and with integrity. There are some reasons why professionals need to be ethical.
Firstly, because they would able to protect and respect the business's asset. When professionals being ethical, they can increase productivity and teamwork among them. Next, it can build a strong public image through ethical conduct while earning more clients.
The first ethics of professional accountant is integrity. Integrity is being straightforward and honest in all professional and business relationships and not associated with reports, written communications, or other information. An accountant is said to be integrity when they are honest and fair and abide by laws and regulations. For example, this is Anna, an auditor, and this is Ellen, a director. One day, when Anna is doing her audit work, she found a misleading information on the financial reports of the company. She then called Alan and asked him regarding this issue.
Oh, about that. I deliberately told the management to postpone reporting expenditures to later billing period, so that current earnings look healthier. You know, our company's performance is doing great now and many investors are investing with our company. Please consider this only for this time. Please.
We'll see.
However, Anna is not being honest and fair if she helped Alan. This is not a professional ethic if she turned a blind eye. So, she decided to be honest and conclude the financial reports as qualified reports.
Second code of ethics is objectivity. It can be defined as a concept of being independently from individuals subjectively. So, all professional accountants should not compromise their professional or business judgment because of bias, conflict of interest, or undue influence to override their business judgment.
Emily, we did not reach our goal this month and I'm afraid it will affect our bonuses. But I did something about it.
What do you mean?
Like adjusting the profit. Our boss would never know.
Emily analyzed all the report and she got evidence about what John did. Although they are good colleagues, she knows she needs to tell the top management.
Mr. Ben, I'm sad to say this, but I would like to report about John.
Mr. Ben called upon John so he would receive his punishment. She did not take that as conflict of interest and reported towards Mr. Ben. This shows that Emily have objectivity in herself.
Next, we go to the professional competence and UCARE. Professional competence is the capability to perform a professional task, and UCARE refers to the degree of care which is expected from a reasonable person. There are two principles of professional competence and UCARE. First is to maintain professional knowledge and skill at the level required. This is to ensure that clients or employers receive competent professional service. And second is to act diligently in accordance with applicable technical and professional standards when providing professional service. Josh is a trainee at J&J Consulting. The company's clients include the employee which have side income and small to medium-sized business. One day, he was informed by his manager that his senior has been sick leave, so that he needs to complete the senior task to submit a tax return for the business clients. Since he is still new, he not sure which form to use, either Form B or Form BE. Then, he decided to fill up the form without much knowledge about tax. The completed form was presented to the manager before submit to the IRB. The manager stated that he mistakenly used Form BE for the business purpose, but the right one is Form B. Who will be affected if the form is submitted? First is J&J Consulting. The company might lose their client trust if the issue is circulated among them. Second is the clients. The client needs to add another cost to recalculate the amount of tax payment to avoid under or overpayment.
The fourth code of ethics is confidentiality.
Professional accountants has obligation to not disclose any confidential information outside the firm or employing organization. but they may be required to disclose if there is required by law or is authorized by the client lawyer, or there is professional duty or right to disclose the confidential information.
Now, let's look at the example.
Hey, Anna. Did you see the new house that Jake spotted?
Oh, yes, of course. That was my dream house, Alex.
But I wonder how they can afford it.
Oh, I do his tax return, and Mr. Jake makes RM 500,000 per year. They can definitely afford it. Oh no, this is all my fault. As a professional accountant, Anna supposedly to be careful in sharing information about her client. This is because it is her client's confidential and should not be disclosed to others.
What should Anna do next? For Alex,
Next, we will discuss about professional behavior. Professional behavior can be defined as the appropriateness of somebody's action or reaction either intentionally or unintentionally towards the changes of the environment or condition or situation that reflect on qualities that are connected to his or her responsibilities. In other words, professional behavior is a reflection of professionalism.
sixth dimension of professional behavior. First, courtesy and respect. Be punctual. Speak and write clearly. Accept constructive criticism. Second, appearance and appeal. Present yourself with hygiene and grooming. Understand the appropriate dress and behavior. Display proper business and dining etiquette. Third, tolerance and tact. Avoid bias in business dealings. Demonstrate self-control. Avoid snap judgments when collaborating with others. Fourth, honesty and ethics. Avoid lying at all costs. Keep confidentiality information confidential. Take positive and appropriate actions. Fifth, reliability and responsibility. Follow through commitment. Perform work consistently and deliver effective results. Keep deadlines and promise. Sixth, strive hard and excellence. Join volunteer services in a charity group or any worthy community. Be prepared for meeting and when presenting reports.
Next, we will discuss about the consequences of not applying professional behavior in workplace. First, decrease productivity. Second, increase misconduct and conflict internally. Third, decrease performance levels of employees. An example of professional behavior in workplace. D is Tom. Tom is very professional and a great employee, while D is Bob. Bob is a very professional. He doesn't take his job seriously and is never on time. Tom always comes early to work. He is a hardworking person and very honest in his job, while Bob always coming late to work. He likes to sleep while working and never done his job on time. One day, Mr. Delhi, which is their boss, promoted Tom because of his good work, while Mr. Delhi fired Bob because of his laziness and never done his work properly. This is one of an effect when you are not applying professional behavior in the workplace.
The last code of ethics is independent. Independence means the auditor are free from parties other than shareholders that have an interest in the financial statement of an entity. It also means that the auditor must not be related in any kind of relationship, such as relative, friends, and spouse to anyone working in the company. There are two types of independent, which are independent of mind and independent in appearance. Independent of mind means the state of mind that permits the performance of an audit without being affected by influence that compromise pro judgment. while independent in appearance means the absence of circumstances that would cause a third party having knowledge of the relevant information to reasonably conclude that the integrity, objectivity, and professional skepticism of audit organization or member of audit team had been compromised.
Here is an example of John, Candy, and Miss A